Hello, my name is Victoria Eves, and I'm excited to share with you the third educational video that we are putting out for our wellness education series. I will be covering toxin-free living. I'm also a licensed cosmetologist for the last 10 years, so I'm excited to share with you some safer swaps when it comes to your beauty routine as well. If you have a PDF file of this, you can go through this later. I'll be covering the exact thing that's in the PDF file handout. So whoever invited you will have this copy of this as well to share with you if you do not have it currently on hand. So let's get started. So two of the major sources we are exposed to daily usually come from our household products and our personal care products. So while some companies make products that are safe to eat, there are a lot of companies, probably 75% of companies out there that have really toxic products. So other companies choose to use known carcinogens or developmental toxins like coal tar and lead acetate. Coal tar is very common in a lot of shampoos, especially ones that are for anti-dandruff. But these chemicals are very risky and they're used heavily in cosmetics, and the stakes are very high. So these are not trace contaminants like you find in that are found at part per million or even part per billion levels in food and water. Except these are the base ingredients of the product, just like flour might be your main ingredient in bread. These chemicals are found in percent levels in personal care products. Nearly all easily penetrate the skin, and some we ingest directly from our hands and our lips, just like our makeup or our lotions or whatever we're putting on our skin. Even topical ingestion just by touching our household products that are toxic. So our household products, they can affect our lungs, again, our skin, they can break us out, they can make us sneeze, they can make our eyes burn. If we're technically supposed to be wearing gloves or even a mask or goggles to clean your home, that would be your first sign that you do not need to be using those to clean your home. There are so many safe options that are natural and super beneficial when it comes to non-toxic cleaning. I don't have children, but I have fur babies, and I am always concerned about their health. And obviously they walk around the house. Sometimes they lick a window or whatever, trying to catch a bug. And if I had something toxic on the window and they were to be sick, I would feel really bad about it. Even when it comes to mopping our floors, they're walking on that as well. So cleaners are very toxic, and they've been shown to be just as toxic as smoking. So, and why do our household products have to contain artificial dyes, especially blue? Is very common when it comes to our hand soap, our Windex, or whatever other products might be under the sink. They don't need to have artificial coloring. We're also basically ingesting that when we put that on our skin. And blue coloring has been linked to tumors in rats, and that is not something I want to risk. And why do our household products and our personal care products contain fragrance? That is one of the main ingredients in a lot of these products. They try to cover up smell or make it smell pretty. Like, why does your, lip gloss need to smell like, flowers and peppermint? But anyway, we don't need fragrance to make it better. It's very toxic. It affects our lungs and, again, our respiratory system severely. So let's go over some of the swaps we can make in our personal care products, and which would be your top choices when it comes to slowly making those transitions in your home. You can start out with one or two at a time. Pick your most used products. If it's your shampoo and conditioner, I used to have basically my own backstock of hair care products. I used to give so much away. I would get it free or a very big discount as a professional. And that was a really hard one for me to get rid of. But once I made the transition, I will never go back to any sort of product sold in the stores. So first one we're going to talk about is our On Guard toothpaste. Toothpaste from doTERRA does not contain fluoride. So this is actually linked to a lot of toxicity in many body systems. We should not even be ingesting fluoride. Usually we filter this out of our water. So why are we putting this in our mouth and told to obviously not ingest it? We get enough fluoride naturally from the water that is probably not fully filtered out to begin with. So On Guard uses natural ingredients to clean our teeth. It actually polishes very well. So this has On Guard oil in it, so it does have a cinnamon, a little bit spice. We only have to use a good pea-size amount, and that's plenty. It actually has natural whitening agents as well. I've been using this for almost the whole time I've been with doTERRA, for about 3.5 years. And I go to the dentist regularly. I don't have any problems. I've had a spot they've been watching for years. I've never had to get a filling in the last several years. So it is working. So for improved results, we can also use the mouthwash that doTERRA makes. If you don't have the mouthwash yet, you can use 1 drop On Guard and some water and gargle that for a good minute or so. The second one is our natural deodorant. It's very hard to find a natural deodorant in stores that works, or it doesn't have harsh ingredients, it doesn't have aluminum, or it doesn't have something I was trying before, and one of my armpits, weirdly enough, would break out. And so when I tried doTERRA's, this came out about 1.5 years ago. This one worked for me, and it works for my husband. It doesn't break me out. It glides on smoothly, and it smells amazing because it has doTERRA balance in it. So it does not contain aluminum, no parabens, no fragrances, no talc, no phthalates, anything like that. It's actually in a blend of baking soda and tapioca, so that's going to help reduce the odor. It has natural moisturizers again, and we have to know that we're actually meant to sweat. So when we're blocking our armpits from sweating, we're naturally blocking our natural way of detoxing. And detoxing is a great thing. Our body should do that every day. So moving on, our shampoo and conditioner. Again, this one took me a little while to transition to, but I love it, and this is all we use in our home now. It does not contain sodium lauryl sulfate. So we know sulfates strip our color. Most of the professional brands say on their bottles, no sulfates, because you can use this with your red hair color, and it's not going to it's not going to make your hair color fade faster. But anyway, sodium lauryl sulfate is usually a main ingredient in shampoos. It gives the big lather where you're thinking, yes, I'm shampooing my hair, it's going to be so clean, all this lather is amazing. But when you actually use a natural product, it's not going to lather as heavily as that because it doesn't have this main chemical in it. But it does lather. So we do not have parabens again, no fake fragrances, no artificial coloring, which is in a lot of shampoos. Our protecting shampoo is color safe, is UV protective against UV damage, which is also going to help protect our hair from color fading. And it's in a base of wild orange and lime essential oil. So it's going to be really cleansing because our citrus oils are very cleansing to the scalp. Next is the conditioner that comes with it as a set. It's also sold individually. So I usually run through shampoos faster than my conditioners. So once you buy the first set, you can buy the shampoo and conditioner separately as well. So the conditioner is our smoothing conditioner. It contains emollients. They don't just coat the hair. So we know a lot of the products or deep conditioners, you actually get over time a waxy buildup, especially when coloring hair and we're trying to highlight people's hair. Sometimes they have so much buildup on their hair that the color won't even lift correctly because all these chemicals that are in our shampoos and conditioners. And sometimes you can actually even scrape off with our hair shears coats of conditioner that has been coated on a client's hair from overuse of these kind of conditioners. So it's not heavy in that way. It contains natural proteins for strength, and nanotechnology actually smooths and provides an anti-static effect. We have several oils in the conditioners. Some are lavender, peppermint, cedarwood, marjoram, and rosemary, which are great for healthy scalp and hair and shown to be effective for hair growth. Moving on, we have our skincare set. So I used to be obsessed with all the cleansers and the toners and the moisturizers and the masks and all that stuff. And now you can go shorten your stash and just have a Virage skincare set. It's an amazing set. Virage is probably our most popular skincare set. It contains a cleanser, moisturizer, toner, and a hydrating serum. Again, we have no parabens or fragrance in this, no carcinogens, no talc, no toxic preservatives. So we don't have preservatives in our products, so they're going to have a shorter shelf life, usually within 6 months to a year, depending. Barrage promotes the appearance of optimal lipid balance, so our skin is going to look smooth and plump and reduce fine lines and wrinkles. So all our skincare products have plant extracts, essential oils from doTERRA, and select natural ingredients. They have been extensively researched and shown to promote youthful looking skin. Moving on to some of our household products we would like to swap. The first one is our On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. We can make 18 16-ounce spray bottles with this concentrate alone. It covers basically every surface of your home. You don't have to have multiple bottles to cover your windows, to your floors, to your toilet, etc. You can cleanse all of this with the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, even your dishes. So I use this in a spray bottle in my kitchen. I have one in my laundry room to even do a spot treatment on stains on my clothes or whoever's clothes. And I use this in our bathrooms. I use this on our windows. Again, I've used this in as a mopping solution. It does not contain blue dye, which again is in a lot of our cleaning products, even our hand washes. And it contains a 5 ml bottle of On Guard. So we know the On Guard is our protective blend, and it's amazing for cleansing surfaces. And we have no preservatives in this as well, and we have no toxic fumes. This bottle alone, I think it's about a 12, 14-ounce bottle, and it lasts me a good 3 to 4 months. So a little bit really does go a long way. The second thing is our On Guard foaming hand wash. This is our hand soap. The first time you buy it, you'll probably get the hand wash and then 2 pumps. And then you can a la carte and buy the hand wash when you need to refill, or if you need additional pumps, like I have one in the kitchen in our bathrooms. So I needed 3. So you can buy the hand pumps individually as well. This is actually non-drying like most hand soaps. Being in the salon, my hair was touching water all the time, shampooing clients, touching those kind of chemicals, washing my hands in between clients. My hands would dry out so bad they would crack and bleed. It's very harsh on my skin. But this year, the last several months, I haven't been in the salon, and I mean, clearly now we're washing our hands more than ever, and my hands have not dried out in a very long time. So this is all we use. It has no parabens. It has the gentle cleansers and emollients that help soften our skin without drying them out. And we have the On Guard in here, so it's very protective against different pathogens. It's pH balanced also, so it protects the moisture barriers that are naturally on our skin without stripping them. The third thing is diffusing. So if you have candles in your home still, or if you have plugins of any sort, I really, really urge you to start throwing those away, or do not burn them, or do not plug them in your walls. They have a lot of effect on our brain. They're known carcinogens, neurotoxins. They can affect our respiratory system, our allergies that we are sneezing every day, and it could be from your plugins in your house. Your pets are affected, your children are affected, and we really need to ditch those fragrances. So I love to diffuse. I have one here in my kitchen, which reaches my living room. I have one in each bedroom. Sometimes put one in the hallway where the litter box is and such and so forth. But it's great to have a diffuser. We can change our scents, our essential oils daily, mix and match, create our own smells, set the mood. We're actually cleansing and purifying the air. And everyone that's come over here, you know, they initially think, oh, you have a cat, I expect to smell a litter box. I'm like, no, sorry, my house does not smell like litter box. But it smells like a very clean home. And I diffuse every day. On Guard laundry detergent. I love this laundry detergent. It's super concentrated. It's a smaller bottle, but you really do get a lot of use out of it. If you have an HE washer, you get 64 loads. If you don't have an HE washer, you're only using a half a cap. But yeah, it's a great laundry detergent that's free of synthetic fragrances, no dyes included, no toxins, again, no preservatives. It has a 10 ml bottle of On Guard inside of this. And it's color safe for all fabrics. So, and it contains natural surfactants that are great for removing any sort of odor or stains. I also use this as a stain spot treatment if needed. You can mix this with a concentrate if you have a really tough stain, but usually one or the other works fine. So the biggest takeaway from these products is going to be avoiding fragrances if it's listed in the ingredients of any of your products. Hopefully your products list the ingredients. If you don't, you need to find out the ingredients. You can search for these online or on Think Dirty app. It's a Think Dirty app. Download the app and you can search some of the products you have in your home. They're rated from 0 to 10. 10 being the most toxic. I like to stay 3 and below. That's still in the green range. And if you have anything above that, I really urge you to toss them out. I know it's hard. It hurt my heart a little bit when I had to toss all my makeup, all my hair care again. It hurts, but what hurts the most is when you're sick and it's actually coming from the stuff that you're using in your house. Moving on, so here's a sample wellness box. If you've heard about the LRP or Loyalty Rewards Order, this is a wellness box that you can create monthly. You edit your cart whenever you want. You set it for the date that you want, anywhere from the beginning of the month or the end of the month. If you need to change the date, you're welcome to do that as well. You change your cart whenever. If there's certain products you want monthly, just leave them in your cart. But here's a sample box of $162 worth of products here that we went over and a couple of additionals. They came up with a couple of additionals so you can see how you can get the free oil of the month. We know the free oil of the month on the first day of the month. If you order between the 1st and the 15th and you have a 125 PV order, you will receive the free oil of the month. doTERRA likes to reward you for having a wellness lifestyle, and they want to give you some free products. You also get some free product credits. So after every order above, well, you always get your shipping rebated back to you no matter what if you're on LRP. If you order a certain amount on LRP, you also start at 10% and working your way up to 30%. So for instance, this order is 133 PV. If you're at 30%, you get 30% rebated back to you in points, product credits, to use on future orders. They added the products we went in here over today, and then we have an On Guard hand sanitizer, which is great to have in your purse, in your car, in your diaper bag, or what have you. This is our natural hand sanitizing spray. Again, it does not dry your hands out like typical ones do. It has a moisturizing effect from the apple extract that is in it. And then here on the end, we have a bottle of Purify. This is our cleansing blend. I actually keep this in my laundry room. I drop a few drops in my laundry as it's running. And then sometimes I just put it in the soap or anything like that. It's great to have on hand. You can mix this with your On Guard concentrate. I use this as a spot cleaner on carpet. If you have pets, you know, sometimes they have accidents. Cleaner concentrate is all I use. Spray that on there, let it sit for a minute, rub it through, and it's good to go. You can add some drops of Purify directly on your carpet if you need to help get rid of that odor as well. So this is a great sample box. Feel free to edit it however you want. And again, it's super flexible with whatever you need at the time. So I'm glad we went over those products and some safe swaps. I hope you learned something from that and what you can do to start transitioning some of the products in your home. So for the next few minutes, I would like to cover on the building portion of doTERRA. So if you've ever been curious about how you can get your products paid for or how you can start making even more money if you want to get more than your products paid for, I'm going to spend a few minutes here with you on how to start supplementing some income. So in doTERRA, we like to say there are 3 types of people. The first person lives the wellness lifestyle. You love the oils, you use them all the time, and you know, that's great. That's what you want to do. And the second person is a sharer. So naturally you just share. You're like, oh, my Aunt Sally, she could really use some digestion for whatever issue she's having. Or my mom needs some lavender because she doesn't sleep very well. And you want to get your products paid for, or you just want to get some additional products for free. And this is a great way for you to get started. You're teaching others naturally, and you're getting to get some free products for yourself. Then the third person we have is a builder. This is a great way to earn income and to really make an impact if you want to do the business more full time. So where are you? We have people on the left, which is basically everybody has had a traditional job. You are trading hours for dollars. You go to work, you clock in, you clock out, you're done, you're paid your time in, you're done getting paid for the day. There's usually a limit on advancements and earnings. We have limited time frame. We're told when to go to work, when to clock out, when we need to take vacation time because you might be overworking, and you're building someone else's dream. And then we have the people on the right. They have authentic direct sales. We have true residual income. There's no limits on advancements and earnings. We are in control of how much we earn. We have freedom to choose our own schedule. If you don't want to work weekends, if you don't want to work super early in the morning, you want to work in your pajamas at home, great, go for it. And you're building your own dreams. Again, you're in control of what kind of money you could make in direct sales. So why doTERRA? We are the most tested and most trusted company in direct sales. We have over 8.5 million customers. We are used around the world in hospitals and doctors' offices. I can attest to that. My husband's chiropractic office that he works at, they use doTERRA, and we have other chiropractors on our team that uses doTERRA. We are the largest essential oil company in the world. We have a growth rate similar to Apple, which is a $1 billion company in 7 years. They're expected to have the next billion in half that time. So we have record-breaking retention rate of 65%, with the average being 13%. And we create partnerships with growers around the world through our co-impact sourcing. We are a privately owned company, and we're debt-free with no outside funding. So when the executives founded doTERRA, they cashed in a lot of all their savings, basically, their 401ks and so forth, and they started this company without getting a bank loan. So where are you? Are you hauling buckets? Are you going to work every day, day in, day out? You're exhausted? Or are you building a pipeline? You're creating something on the side and some spare time whenever you get time. That's great. If you can put even 1 to 2 hours every other day to start building your pipeline, I'm telling you, you will see amazing results. So how can you make money in doTERRA? Super simple. You do these steps over and over again. System has been set in place, and once you get this down, that's all there is to it. There's no magic potion to get it moving. So the first step, we sample. We send a sample to whomever that might be having a specific issue. 95% of the time the issue is solved. They're like, yes, thanks. And then you teach them about the oils. They enroll, and you support them, and you repeat this system over and over again. So what kind of income can you make? So at the graph below, you see average months to achieve, starting at 3 months up to 71 months on average. So anywhere from 3 to 6 months up to Elite and Premier. This is typically where you're at least paying for your product. At Elite, you've enrolled at least 15 people, and you're averaging around $365 a month. So that's more than enough to pay for your product. And then at Premier, you've enrolled 25 plus people. You're averaging $939 a month. Silver, 18 months, supplementing your income here possibly. You're silver rank, and you're making around $2,200 a month. Up to gold, $4,800 a month, really supplementing in your income. 37 months, you are platinum, $9,400 a month. And then we start to replace and multiply our income when we get to diamond and up to presidential diamond. So amazing income potential. I mean, these are real numbers, $104,000 a month. This is not a year, this is a month earnings. So again, based off hours put in and what kind of work you're wanting to do. So my testimony when it comes to residual income is I started doTERRA February 2017. My husband had been in chiropractic school for about 7 months at the time. We decided for him to not work if at all possible. I was working many hours, basically almost every day a week, literally about 3 jobs at the time. And he was going to be in chiropractic school for 3.5 years. We had the option to, they give you extra money to live on. If you can actually live on the extra money they give you with a student loan. It was very hard. I know people did it, but I did not want to take out that extra money because we were going to have to obviously pay a lot of interest on this. So anyway, so Taylor studied nonstop. He did not go to work, but I decided to join doTERRA in the middle of chaos. I started doing the business immediately. I didn't know anything about oils, but I knew I needed to do something to really create a pipeline down the road. So it really, oh, sorry, wrong slide. It really helped us in the long run. We never had to take out additional money for school. The last semester or trimester he was in, we took the money and we put it directly into his certification. We also had to end up buying a new car because we wrecked one of our cars. That in the beginning we had 0 car payments, so that was something we had to add into our budget, is paying for a car note, and I was able to do that with doTERRA. We were able to travel when he had trimester breaks. He was in school all the time, so anytime we could take a trip, we took a trip, and doTERRA helped us do that. And then when we moved this last summer, I was able to take off several months from work. I just started working again a couple of days a week outside the home, just to get outside. And I didn't technically have to do that, but it was something that doTERRA really helped with, making that transition of me having to start over again with my career. When it comes to hairstylists, you know, we have to start from our clientele. You work your way up all over again. And this was going to be my 4th time. And so I just decided to take a break from that, and I could because of doTERRA. So how much time is involved? So these are great numbers here. So think about, if you want to pay for your product, you are investing a good 3 to 5 hours a week. This could be just sampling people, talking to people over the phone on their needs. If you want to supplement your income, this is going to take you a good 10 to 15 hours a week. And if you want to replace your income, this could take anywhere from 15 to 30 plus hours a week. So could this work for you? Are you passionate about oils? Do you really care about people and their health issues? You want to help solve their problems? Can you follow a system and get things done? We have a system in place already. It doesn't have to be hard, and there's plenty of education out there, and people just support you along the way. So what is the next step? Identify what type of person you are. If you want to share or build with doTERRA, please let us know. Reach out to the person who invited you. Let them know, hey, I'm interested in this. I would be interested in being a sharer. I want to get my oils paid for, or I really want to start building with doTERRA. Let us know. So attend the Business Made Easy presentation every week on Wednesdays. We have a business overview that's going to dive deeper into the residual income with doTERRA and our compensation plan. Also, get connected. Sign up for our daily mentor calls at dailymentorcalls.com and start learning how to effectively share doTERRA. And this quote I love, and suddenly you just know it's time to start something new and trust the magic of beginnings. You really don't know how things will work out unless you just try. And I cannot tell you how much a blessing doTERRA has been in our lives, between the oils, the lifestyle, really opening my eyes to the products I've been using in my home and on my body and the effects it's had on my body systems, and of course the business itself. So, and in conclusion, I hope you learned something from this video today, and please reach out to the person who invited you if you have any questions or if you need to get a hold of me. Anyway, you have a good evening, and thank you for being with me today.